Greetings one and all, my name is Lancer and welcome back once again to the Mandalorian Season 3. We are on episode 4. Halfway, huh? Half glass full mentality. We're halfway started with this season. It's a nice way of saying copium. I was just thinking back on this season and just the Mandalorian as a whole so far. It's like, you know, for being on episode 4 already, I feel like we haven't covered that much. Because like looking back on the previous seasons, it's like season 1, you know, we were introduced to the story. We met Grogu all by episode 1. Episode 2, he fought the Mudhorn. Episode 3... What was episode 3 again? Oh yeah, he went and rescued Grogu and had that awesome, like, gruesome fight against those stormtroopers. Season 2, you know, he fought the Crate Dragon in episode 1. Episode 2, he fought a bunch of giant spiders. Episode 3, he met Bo-Katan. Then so far this season, he's fought pirates. He's, fought some cave things and got captured by a Grievous droid and fought some interceptors. Like, don't get me wrong, this has been fun so far, but I feel like now we're really gonna start delving into some deep and good shit. Especially since the last episode. Bo-Katan is now part of the Creed. She's been redeemed, you know? She bathed in the waters and has not removed her helmet. Endless possibilities for that. Of course, there was also the whole Dr. Pershing segment last episode. Like, look, it was an interesting, cool segment, you know, just showing the New Republic and just the beginning of that. Just because the Empire's gone doesn't mean, like, some of the ideology and people who believed in it aren't. Kill the man, but not the idea. And how you can ultimately start seeing seeds of the First Order starting to rise already. While it was an interesting segment, I could have gone for it being a bit shorter rather than like half the episode being dedicated to it, just because it felt like I was watching Andor again. But this isn't Andor, this is the Mandalorian. Pershing got his mind wiped, fried, mind flare, whatever that is. I'm sure that'll be something. I'm more interested in the Bo-Katan being redeemed. I want to see more Mandalorian goodness, and well, I'm just really looking forward to this. So without further ado, let's just get right into the episode. 30 minutes? Bruh. Don't need a recap. Don't need an intro. Let's just go. Chapter 20. This is cool. Whew. Beam struggle. Figure they should be shooting at something rather than just shooting into the wild. Yeah, he's doing his training. Or is he? Oh, okay. I thought it was the Force. I think those are just like crabs or something. Ugh. Shoot at those things.
Next challenger.
This is gonna go one of two ways. That kid's got an awesome helmet. White and orange. I like that.
Are you sure this is a good idea?
If he is ever to rise from foundling to apprentice, he must learn.
He is too small.
I am his ward. Proceed.
Bring the training darts.
Darts?
Why doesn't he wear a helmet?
He is too young to speak the creed, and so too young to wear a helmet.
Then he's too young to fight.
One does not speak unless one knows. Is that not the creed?
Well, I know.
Perhaps this lesson is for you then.
Oof.
My dad was the same way. He's just proud of you.
Thanks, Mom. Interesting thing about her helmet, like there's a couple shots where she doesn't have the scope thing.
He doesn't know how to fire darts.
He's got this. Trust me.
Begin.
Okay, it's paintball. Use the 4 to shoot a massive paintball. Or when he shoots it, like, I don't know. Use the Luke training. Yup. Ha! Eat shit.
Great job, kid.
Proud of you, kid. What the fucking Game of Thrones ass? Damn it. Yes, Paz. What is this planet? Jeez, how long are they following it for?
It always gets away.
Not from that. Ah, good shot. The Foundling.
I kept a high altitude and followed it to its lair. I know how to get there.
Okay, she's earning her keep. Hey, look at the squad. What a team, man.
If you wish to become a Mandalorian, there is much work to attend to.
Like making you a helmet. The style of helmet he'd need is like the one that Sizai Tin wears in the Clone Wars, where it's just over his face, but sides are exposed.
This is the Forge.
Imagine how hot that has to be, because it melts Beskar. Not even lightsabers can do that.
The Forge can reveal weaknesses.
Ah! Flashback. Order 66. Oh, shit. Oh, it's like episode 4. That's cool. Suits look so good. If we see Anakin.
Everything's gonna be alright, kid.
Hey, it's Jar Jar Binks. Oh. Well, surely he didn't survive. Okay, context for this guy. There was like that Star Wars like kids training as a Jedi show. It was either supposed to come out or it did come out and then was like immediately canceled. But that guy is Jar Jar. He's the guy who plays Jar Jar. Jeez, just open fire into the city. Oh, it's so cool seeing gunships. Now it's like Attack of the Clones. Ah. Yep. Familiar set. Hey, that's a Nubian. There's a Naboo soldiers. It's so crazy. Like, this is so far back in the future, or the past. It's like, how did he survive? Not just like this, but the Empire. I must see more. Is it a chest plate?
Mandalorian steel shall keep you safe as you grow stronger.
That's cool. Dang, he's got like double Beskar protection. Well, new Black Series figure. Ah, good. You brought some extras for cannon fodder. Oh, good shot. Weirdly Game of Thrones-esque episode. It's like season 7 when they're all going through the winter wasteland trying to get a White Walker.
How do you eat when other people are around?
You don't. When you get your food, you go off to find a place where you can take off your helmet.
That's funny. Like, how do I do this? It's like it's like introducing like your new boyfriend or girlfriend to your family and they have like family traditions. It's like, how do I do this?
You are the leader of the war party. You have the honor of staying by the fire. This is the way.
I want them to talk because he's a Vizsla. She knew a Vizsla.
Our best bet is stealth. Our jetpacks will alert it to our presence.
It's funny him being like, our best approach is stealth with a giant minigun. Man, fuck mountain climbing. Also, the whole, like, it'll kill the Foundling. Like, what if it just did already? What if it was hungry? Like, you're kind of putting faith in the fact that he's not already eaten babies.
Wait until we clear the area.
He's my son.
Ah, so the painting on his helmet wasn't coincidence. Ragnar. Ah, shit. Oh, what the I think you can use your jetpacks now, yeah. Oh. Did she lose part of her armor? It's... Phew. Good music, man. Confirm the kill. That works. That's very Jurassic World. I was just thinking that whole time. I was like, it's very Jurassic Park-esque.
I'm okay, Dad.
Thank you.
It looked like Bo like lost some of her armor. I mean, to be fair, her armor is pretty old. Oh, I like seeing the different colors. Is that how they applaud? I guess it would be muffled if they clap, so... That's cool. You didn't use the Darksaber that whole time.
And we have brought you 3 more foundlings in need of care and training.
Is that so?
Are you serious? I guess you could ride those.
You're in need of a repair. Come with me. Shall I inlay the signet of the Night Owl?
Would it be acceptable to wear one pauldron of the Night Owl and another with the Mythosaur?
It is always acceptable to wear.
I would like that.
Especially since she knows where one is. It's gonna look so weird though. All her armor's so old, that one's gonna look new. It's like when Mando got his, like, pauldron. That's sick. Can he paint it blue at least?
Say if I told you I saw one. A Mythosaur.
Is a noble vision.
No.
Vision.
When you choose to walk the way of the Mandalore, you will see many things. This is the way.
She foresaw it. Nah, motherfucker. Carl Weathers has directed this. That was awesome. The fuck is that art? Katie Sackhoff. Well, that was nutty. That was episode 4 of The Mandalorian, season 3. That was good. That was good shit. To be fair, that is pretty much the whole Mandalorian, like how the structure is. It's like a couple like one-off stories that are sort of connected to one another as we then go into the next half of the season, which I assume we'll get more of those, like, more arc-centered stories. That was pretty fire. I figured that Kid and Paz were tied in some way. It's like, it's not a coincidence that their helmets are painted the same. Now, what would be extra funny is if that's actually Jon Favreau's son. I doubt it. Coolest thing about this episode, though, was seeing more of that Order 66 goodness. Anytime they show Order 66 from any perspective, it's always so awesome. We got to see Jedi Jar Jar. I forget what his name actually is in that, because obviously I never watched that show, but I knew of it. It's not canon, I think. It's like there could be a whole show just based off how Grogu survived from that point to where he is now, because you gotta remember, like, this isn't during the Imperial era, like, this is post-Imperial. This is like almost 30 years after Order 66. I mean, however old Luke is by this point is how long it's been. Like, he survived the entire Empire and everything since then. Like, how did he get from this point to where Mando and IG-11 found him? I don't know. But him and that guy got on a Naboo starfighter, which is interesting. Why was that there? Does he have ties to the Naboo? Cool stuff there with Bo as well. It is pretty jarring seeing like the new, like brand new armor on her with her old, decades, possibly centuries old armor. Because like she talked about like her armor was passed down for generations as well. So it's like, can you at least paint it blue to match the rest of it and then like maybe scratch it a bit? Imagine Bo getting all brand new armor. Yeah, that scene, just the whole like, how do you do this? Like, how do you eat with other people? That was pretty funny. It's cool that she's pretty much accepted. It's like she's part of it. I mean, she's earned her keep as well. It's like you've earned the highest honor. You rescued a foundling, and also you brought 3 foundlings technically. I imagine with those things it's gonna be that they tame them and then they grow up and then they're riding those. But either way, this was this episode of The Mandalorian, episode 4. Join me next week for episode 5, as well as many other good stuff I plan to cover soon. So until next time, I'm Lancer. Thanks for watching.